Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is Zach with Zach Attack Cards, and I'm stoked to be able to bring you a brand, well, at least brand new in my area, baseball product, Bowman 2026. So we've just finished off our Bowman basketball series, so now we're going to go ahead and jump into Bowman baseball. And something to keep in mind as we start this video, I want to make sure I say it once, is we've been hit with some shrinkflation. So there's only 60 cards in these, whereas in years past there's been 72. So they've subtracted 12 cards, which is essentially a pack. But what they've done is they've kept the pack number the same and just reduced the number of cards in the packs. So a little bit of a PSA, if you didn't know that. Just something to keep in mind. And they do run $30 to $35 depending on where you get them from. So we're going to open 4 and see how we do. But while we get these open, let's go through the, once again, quote-unquote, top 10 list of prospects that we're after, but in no particular order. However, I think we can all agree that Ethan Holiday is probably the number one. Some people have Edward Florentino as the number one, but they kind of seem to be the consensus one, too. Then you have guys like Andrew Fisher, you have Justin Gonzalez, you have Caden Scarborough, Aiva Arquette, Wahiwa Aloy, Kendry Churio, Rolly Brito, and Wayan Lin. So let's see. Hopefully we can get some of our top 10 out of here. Definitely hope to get some Ethan Holiday action. Seems to be a pretty good prospect for all intents and purposes, what people have been saying. But there you go. Oh, let's take a look at the box. I don't think there's really too much. Look for rare retail exclusive green parallel cards. We'll see how rare they are. Collect 100 base set cards of active stars and rookies, as well as 150 prospect cards in paper and chrome. Look for the green parallels along with a rainbow of other colors. Eye out for retail exclusive paper prospect autographs, as well as chrome prospects and chrome rookie autographs. Collect coveted first Bowman cards for Ethan Holiday, Arquette, Pierce, Houston, and more. So Pierce and Houston, I don't think we're on my list, but still. First place to find the stars, yada, yada, yada. Everything they always say about Bowman. So, let's get right into it. I don't want to make you guys wait too long, and I don't want to wait either. So let's see what we can get out of these. Here's what the new look looks like for 26. Back is still relatively the same. A little bit of a like pinched in picture on the front. Pretty much normal for Bowman. Jordan Alvarez, sounds like he's going to be traded here at some point, but we shall see. I do like what they did with the top 100. A nice little kind of refresh, almost like a element type bubble in the background. But there's George Lombard Jr., one of the top guys in the Yanks organization, number 17 overall. Connor Griffin, there we go. Still a prospect card, but excellent. And Billy Carlson, so some good ones there. Let's put those over here, I guess. Josue DePaula and Ricardo Cova and Keaton Anthony. I guess we'll do something like this. So just one first, I think, in that pack. Okay, on to Ernie Clement. Colson Montgomery is our first rookie. Nolan McLean is our next one. And Munetaka Murakami, who's just absolutely killing it this year. And Vladdy Jr. on the power chords. That is a die cut this year. So it makes me wonder if this is an offshoot of, what was it, like Rockin' Rookies or something last year. I mean, obviously he's not a rookie, but I like that. Very cool. Vladdy Jr. Moises Chase, Colby Shelton. And there's one of our top guys. It is in paper, but we'll take it. I don't know what I'm doing here, but Aloy, we get Chase, and Gavin Killen. Not really going to separate them out unless they're numbered or autoed or something. I'll do that afterwards. I don't want to waste your guys' time since we got 4 to open here. Harry Ford, Christopher Sanchez, Lindor, Freddie Freeman. Whoa, Electric Sluggers, Mike Trout. That's an awesome insert. I like that a lot. Yojansel Cabrera, Edgar Montero, We get Anthony Frobos, Walker Jenkins, and Edgar Montero. But yeah, definitely some rookies in this that we'll be seeing in Series 2 when it comes out relatively soon. Corbin Carroll, Cal Raleigh, Carson Wisenhunt. Top 100, Travis Sikora for the Nationals, number 62. Carson Benj, Charles Duvall, possibly, something like that. Carson Benj. We get Carlos Vira Honda and Leo DeVries in his A's uniform after being traded over to the A's from San Diego for in the Mason Miller deal. Nice to see they at least updated his uniform. Jacob Marcy, Peyton Toll, Christian Moore, and Jonah Tong. So a bunch of nice rookies there. These are also pretty sweet. These under the radar. Franklin Arias for the Red Sox. Truitt Madonna. And our Reptilian is a first, which is cool. Matthias Lacombe. Okay, put that over there maybe. Wilder Dalis, Elston, and Davilo. One more pack to go here from the first blaster. Brady House, Ronald Acuna Jr., Ellie De La Cruz, Jackson Chourio. And speaking of Jackson Chourio, we get the Bowman Sterling insert, which is another absolutely stunning insert. Merrick Houston, Colt Emerson. Houston, we get Culpepper, and we get Chourio. Kendry Chourio, another one of the guys that we're after. And that finishes the first blaster. So nothing numbered. Let's keep that in mind. And obviously with Bowman, we're going to get a decent amount of the repeat cards due to the small checklist. And we get a red rookie of Drew Gilbert. Very nice. Not so sure he'll be Rookie of the Year, but you never know. You never know. Frobos, Jenkins, and Martinez. See how difficult it is to pull the red rookies this year. For me, it wasn't too simple last year. I ended up, I think, pulling like 2. Can't really remember exactly how many boxes I opened. I think it was a pretty decent amount, though. Aaron Judge, Electric Sluggers. I know some people that would love to have that one. Nice stuff. Cade Anderson, Shotaro Mori, whose first was in last year's Bowman. Benj, Vira Honda, and Tunic, or Tunic, something like that. And we get Drake Baldwin. We get Corbin Carroll. We get Cal Raleigh. Probably going to speed through those as we go because they're just going to be the same. Painter, number 16. White and Martinez. Dales, Rodriguez, and Celestin. No color as of yet. Let's see if we can change that. So this is the one with a few rookies. DeGrom. Under the radar, Josue Dupala. Lane Bullard. Connor Griffin on the Reptilian. I mean, it's not a first, but with how well he's been doing, that's probably a nice card there. We get Houston, Culpepper, and Wei-In Lin. One of the guys we're after. So at least getting paper prospects of the number of the guys we're after. Jonah Tong, House, Acuna, De La Cruz, Roman Anthony, Bowman Sterling. Love that. Let's stick that there. Handle Fry Encarnacion. And Gage Stanifer. Last pack, second blaster. see what we do here. Jackson Chourio. Tatis, Dylan Cruz. There's Owen Casey. Good name there. Sebastian Walcott, number 6 for Texas. Dason Hill, first Bowman. Yo Gillen. Pedro Barguin. Ike Irish. That's a cool name for one of my O's guys. And Connor Griffin. Connor Griffin seems to be popping up all over the place with this set. But on to Blaster number 3. Thus far, no color, nothing numbered, anything like that. Just keep a bit of a running total there. We get Electric Sluggers, Bryce Eldridge, rookie. Let's go. Wyatt Sanford, Wei-In Lin. We get Sequin Moon, or Seojun Moon, maybe? Jack Wheeler and Matthew Ferrara. Get through these. Josue De Paula, number 9 in the top 100. Polanco. Emily Hunter. Miguel Mendez. Ethan Dorches, maybe. Kobe Shelton. Dylan Cruz. We get Owen Casey. Carter Jensen. Drew Gilbert. Kyle Teal, under the radar rookie. Let's go. And we get Reptilian Gauge Jump. Not one of the top guys we're after, but once again, always good to get a first when it comes to those kinds of parallels. Even unnumbered parallels, it's just something that's at least a little bit different, you know, than the millions that they're going to produce of, you know, the standard card. Carson Williams on the Sterling now. And we get Ferrara, Chester, Encarnacion, and Quintana. Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Jackson Holiday, Perdomo, Riley Green. Arjun Namala, number 32. Edward Duran. We get Xavier Nayens, Sam Peterson, Aiden Miller, and Cade Snell. Couple of firsts. Last pack, third blaster. And, I mean, thus far it seems like retail is pretty watered down. But we'll see. Kyle Teal, there's a nice rookie. Roldy Brito, one of the guys you're after. J.R. Ritchie. Lacombe. There's Bazana and Madonna. Last blaster. Can anything break us out of this little funk that we're in here? Like I said, nothing numbered, just the standard reptilians that you're kind of guaranteed in each box. Luke Keyshaw, Will Smith. There's Shohei, finally. I figured he had to be in here somewhere. Cam Schlittler, under the radar. Guy seems to be the real deal. And our reptilian is Andrew Tess. I mean, I'll always take it when it's my O's, so let's go. How'd we get this guy? Let's see, Orioles round 12, 369th overall. So, I mean, not a top guy. But you never know. You never know. I mean, we can always, I know it's a different sport, but you can always point to Tom Brady, right? Not a top draft pick, went on to be the greatest of all time. So, just saying. Just saying. Ketel Marte, Marcelo Meyer, Connolly Early. We get Jack Kaggs on the Sterling. Love that. Dalis and Valdez. Walker Janik. Oh, we're going to get some color. And it's Dylan Lewis to 175 for the Yankees. Round 13, 391st overall. So, once again, probably not a top prospect, but you just never know. But at least we end up with 1 numbered card out of 4 blasters. Maybe the least we could ask for, I guess. Yankiel Fernandez, Cam Schlittler, there we go. Jimmy Crooks, Akamoto, another really good rookie there. All right. Kason Cunningham, number 79. Braylon Atunez, and we get a purple. Let's slip that to the back, let it marinate, maybe get something a little slightly better. Colby Shelton, and let's see what we get here. Bang! Wyatt Sanford to 250 for the Pirates. He is not one of the fellas on my list, but let's take a quick peek. 47th overall, so I mean, probably a top prospect for the Pirates. I'll have to check out some more info on him after this, but there we go. At least get two numbered cards out of 1 blaster after 3 blasters with nothing. So, strange. There's Roman Anthony, Trey Turner, Bryce Terang, Mookie Betts, Luis Morales. We get another red rookie. We get Aiden Miller, Shotaro Mori, Jesus Made, Liam Doyle, and Truitt Madonna. 2 packs to go. Garrett Crochet. Not as dominant yet so far as he was last year, but still early. There's Sal Stewart. Kind of slowly putting together just an incredible year. Mike Trout, Electric Sluggers. Might have already pulled that earlier. Arias. We get Martinez first. Eli Willits, who again was in one of last year's. Justin Gonzalez first, one of the guys you're after, and Hector Ramos. And this is it, the last pack. Let's see if we can get any kind of luck. Clearly, this last blaster was the best. Cole Young, Amai, Schwarber, Robert Calaz, top 100. James Quinn Irons, Cash Mayfield, Seaver King, Edward Duran, and Daniel Dickinson. So 2 numbered cards. Like I said, they both came out of the last blaster. So kind of hard to make heads or tails of that. You do get the 1 Reptilian Purr, which is a little bit different than we saw in basketball. So just something to keep an eye out on. And 2 red rookies. So kind of 1 in every other box, I guess, here. It's probably roughly in line with what we've seen out of Bowman in the past. I would have liked to think we would have got an auto out of 4, but it's hard to tell. I'll have to go back and look at years past and see if that's what we were getting. But overall, I would say not too bad, but nothing that I'm particular. I do like the inserts. I think the inserts have really stepped up this year. We did get that Trout. But overall, you know, everything else is kind of down and you're getting less cards. So, you know, something else to think about. Less cards, same amount of money. So, just something to keep in mind. Would I recommend it? Again, if you're into Bowman, yes, I would still recommend it. Try to get it for 30 bucks. You know, I don't think I would want to pay $35 for something with, you know, no guarantees. And as we saw here, 3 out of the 4 with nothing numbered. So once again, something else to sort of keep in mind. And I think that's really it. You guys have any questions, let me know down in the comments, of course, and I'll be happy to give you my thoughts. But with that said, let's wrap this one up and get you guys on out of here. We will be seeing Bowman again, I'm sure, definitely when the megas hit and stuff like that. And, you know, we'll have a blast. I'll sort through these and, you know, determine how many out of the top 10 we ended up getting. And then by the time we do another video, maybe we'll even do some more blasters. I'll try to figure out who it is I still need out of those top 10 guys. So, but with that said, let's go ahead and wrap this one on up. If you enjoyed this video, head down below, hit the subscribe button, hit the like while you're there. And you can hit the notification bell while you're there as well. We do put out videos every Monday and Friday, but I like to caveat that by saying every so often we do miss by a day or so, and that will let you know when we do upload a brand new video. Everything we do here is, you know, just for fun. It's fun ripping packs. It's fun to, you know, have some back and forth with you guys in the comments and stuff like that. It's all for fun. There's no real science here or anything. Like I said, it's just fun. That's all it is. The long and the short of it. So I'd absolutely love to have you guys along for the ride. If certainly if you enjoy the content, you know, let me know if you got any constructive criticism too. You know, I'm always open to changes and things like that. So with that said, the last thing I want to say is just thank you guys. Thank you guys very, very much. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I appreciate each and every second you spend with me. I really do, since the point of this was really never to, you know, be like some sort of career YouTuber or anything like that. And I mean, I'm not by any means, but you know, you guys have shown me that you know, perhaps some of my stuff resonates, and that really means a lot to me. So thank you guys very much. I really do appreciate that. And with that said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up, get you guys on out of here. I will catch you in the next video. Peace.